Hello everyone, welcome to the Next Gen Nation podcast where we talk about all things gaming and anime related. I'm your host Dominique.
And I'm your co-host Joe.
And I'm Timothy. I'm the cool guy.
He's the cool guy. He's the cool guy, third guy.
He is the cool third guy.
You guys don't see this right now, but I'm wearing sunglasses.
He's definitely not wearing sunglasses, guys. Don't believe that. Don't believe the hype.
just like Fantastic Four. Don't believe any of the hype that there wasn't, that never existed.
Was there even hype? There was
no hype. There was negative hype. There was
don't believe
concern.
the silent.
Everybody's just like, oh, another Fantastic Four. Better go watch Paul Blart and Mall Cop.
Yeah, because it's slightly better. Oh my god. Okay. As of this recording, the Rotten Tomatoes, that solid 9%.
Yes.
Solid 9% for Fantastic Four.
Down from 18.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
bad.
so I have a question. What do you guys think went wrong with this movie?
Marvel didn't make it.
Because X-Men's good. Like people like X-Men,
X-Men's are.
and it's made by the same studio.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I feel like they just have a hard time. I feel like people just have a hard time doing Fantastic Four for whatever reason. They just can't get it right because this isn't the first time. This is the third time.
Yeah. I
can't say it's something wrong with this movie in particular. It's something about.
What's weird is they had a solid cast.
Like, that's what I thought.
Like
from what I'm hearing of the movie, they're saying the cast
was underutilized.
Fantastic.
And fantastic, and just
but the
didn't
writing
get the material.
and whatever they did to the movie was just terrible.
You could say they were Fantastic Four.
Okay, anyways. No, I was
just going to cut that part out.
I was excited
when you go back
for
to edit.
A lot of people were really annoyed and kind of concerned that Michael B. Jordan was cast as Johnny. I'm like, that was perfect casting. He's goofy and he's funny and he's brash and he can play that role. And I was actually really excited for that.
Right.
And I was excited for the casting of Reed. A lot of people don't know him, but he's a great actor too. But yeah, apparently it's just falling apart. I don't want to go see it. I don't want to financially support it.
No one does.
So, it's going to do terrible. It's going to do absolutely terrible. And then, I think there is one good thing that comes out of this, is that it's going to do bad enough that that Fox will consider selling back the rights to Marvel.
Do you think that'll help, though?
Oh, yeah, I think it would help.
You think so?
I think it would help a lot. I don't think it would be a miracle. I don't even think Marvel would do a standalone. I think they would introduce them into the universe as in background characters, the Richard family is over there and they're in New York, off in their side of New York doing their thing in Manhattan.
Okay.
But I don't think they would need their own movie.
That's a fair argument.
Not at this point.
No. I think they've had too many chances.
I think everyone knows they went to space, they got their superpowers, they came back. People are not happy.
They're Fantastic Four.
And they are fantastic, and there's 4 of them. Yeah. Besides that, one movie that is doing well is DBZ,
yes.
Resurrection No F.
Which we're about to see.
We are actually going to see it. Yeah, we're going to go see it next week.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
But this week it's opened really well. It's actually estimated that's probably going to be around 20 million, considering it opened in
Really?
Yeah, considering it had I think a 900 theater opening.
Not bad at all. It's very limited.
The budget for the movie was 5. They're doing fine.
Yeah.
They're got to be happy with the results.
That's fantastic.
It's not
4.
It's it's not Fantastic Four. That's the thing.
Unlike the movie.
No, it's very exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing it, even though it's not going to really matter for this story. It's just long.
You don't think so?
It's just going to be a fun time.
Well, I think it's going to be the first time Goku and Vegeta go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
That's not what it is, apparently. Based on the actual canon and the lore, apparently in the first movie, Battle of the Gods, that was an imperfect form where they tried it and they didn't get it down right. This time they actually mastered it.
So now they're Super Saiyan Gods?
So now it's this is supposed to be the real Super Saiyan God. What Goku did in the first movie was just a rough draft.
Oh no,
we did good for the first try.
Kaioken versus Super Saiyan kind of thing. Kinda. Well, it's not. Well, that makes it sound bursty, and it's not. It's more because Super. Well, actually, it kind of was. Super Saiyan God, in the first movie, Battle of Gods, it was kind of he couldn't sustain it.
Yeah, he didn't sustain it at all.
Whereas this one, it sounds like he can just kind of do it.
Yeah.
And so can Vegeta.
But they've been training with him for
they're
however long.
They're training with Beerus apparently.
They should have it down by now. So It makes sense.
Have you been watching the show? I know, Timothy, you haven't, but have you been keeping up with the show at all?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with Super.
Are they on? Have they actually started anything? I know that's I've seen episodes 1 through 4, I believe. They're getting to the birthday party.
Yeah, it's like the birthday party. In the manga, Beerus and Goku have already met and had their little sparring. So Beerus is on his way to Earth to see Vegeta.
Huh?
It's
Super, okay.
Super is
Beerus
basically Battle of the Gods, just a season with like all the details or whatever.
Oh, so Battle of Gods is not canon.
Battle of the Gods is canon. It's like they're retelling it, but with more details since it's not a movie. They can like.
Oh, so they're not just having Beerus show up at the birthday party with Goku and Vegeta and everybody there already. They're just gonna have it so Beerus meets Goku on King Kai's planet.
Yeah, it's acting just like the movie did, where Goku was training with King Kai on his planet.
Okay, that's right.
Met Beerus, then he went to Earth, Vegeta, blah, blah, blah. But in this sense, they're actually... Because you get an idea that there are other gods in the universe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they implied that at the end of Battle
They're
of
actually
Gods.
showing them already in the actual TV show and the manga, so... I think it's going to go into greater detail about the other universes and their gods.
No, I'm really excited to see where it goes. I have a question. Do you think they're actually going to animate the fight again? Like, I don't know how that's going to work.
I was thinking about that because I went back and watched Battle of the Gods.
It's kind of hard to top.
It is.
It's a little hard to top.
I feel like they should just put that back in.
Well, no, it's really funny. I think they should just air that as the fight. Like, that'd be your episode slot for the week. Like, hey, here's the hour-long episode.
Just put that back in. Put that fight back in.
Fine.
Don't touch it.
It's like, well, the quality went really up for like an episode there.
Keep the music. Just don't do anything. Just do the exact same thing. Because that fight was great.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to Resurrection of Frieza. Really looking forward to that. Because apparently Frieza's going to try. Quote, unquote.
Oh, yeah.
After that, in other movie news, there was the Deadpool trailer. Timothy, actually, you just got to see it. What did you think?
saw it.
What did you think?
It was funny. I'm pretty excited for it.
Do you know anything about Deadpool?
No,
No?
Not really?
Okay.
not really. I know he's immortal.
Yeah, he's kind of like, okay, you know about him too a little bit,
Yeah,
I take.
I know
So, they basically, you know Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
You know his kind of superpower, he like regenerates?
Yeah.
Deadpool was in the same program.
Right.
So, the Weapon X program is what it's called. I don't know if they're going to call it the Weapon X program. They probably will.
I would hope so.
Oh, wait, is Deadpool still owned by Fox, right?
That I'm unsure of.
I believe he is. I think he's going to... I think they'll probably be able to say stuff
so
like
they should
Weapon
be able to
X
call it
and-
Weapon X if he is...
Yeah, because it's
Owned by
associated with
Fox.
X-Men,
Yeah.
basically.
Right.
Yeah, no, it looks solid. I'm way more impressed with this than I was with that initial thing for Fantastic Four. Like, this
Yeah,
looks...
it was a pretty
really-
good trailer. They basically copied the CG thing, but it was cool.
Oh, no, I think... well, I mean, that was... Originally, that CG thing was like test footage.
Yeah.
It was going to be...
Well,
that was
no,
planned to be
I meant like the original. Yeah, you know what I mean, kind of.
Oh, you mean they recreated it, basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think they did a good job of doing it, though.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
No, I think he's got some solid one-liners in there. I'm glad they're keeping the hard R. It's clearly hard R.
It has to be. Like,
Well, that's so many people were worried that it wasn't going to be that. That was going to be toned down PG-13 Deadpool.
oh, that would have been...
And they couldn't have done it.
No, that would have been a big mistake.
You got to do hard R. No, it looks great. The action looks fun.
Am I the only one that felt like his voice was a little bit deeper? A little bit deep?
No,
No?
he doesn't have a deep voice.
No.
He's got a really like high voice.
No,
No, I think
I
he's
mean,
saying
I'm
that
talking
Ryan
about-
Reynolds
Yeah.
is like...
His voice is a
Like,
little bit
in
deeper.
the part where he's just sitting down talking to his friend, it sounds deeper than
I think at
usual.
that point it's supposed like. I think they're gonna try and separate it, like the persona of like Wade
Yeah,
Wilson
yeah.
versus Deadpool.
I'm comparing it to Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Right.
Yeah, I would
Like-
compare it to like that and like. Yeah, that's a good
It's
comparison
just,
actually.
that's a good one.
Yeah, I think they're gonna keep Deadpool lighter and keep like Wade Wilson more of like character work. Like give him a chance, give Ryan Reynolds a chance to like actually develop a character there.
Right.
I think that's what you have to do with Deadpool. Is there's a darkness to his character. You know, he has cancer and stuff like that, and he's kind of like basically like tumors are constantly regrowing in his body, and his body's regenerating constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like there's a constant like internal battle with his own body. But it seems like they're gonna tackle that which is cool. Yeah, cool. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say on that. I
mean, it was a solid trailer.
Well, I was talking to you about it the other day, how people are already complaining about the trailer because it seems like they're leaving out his mental illnesses.
Oh, yeah,
And
we talked about
You
this.
actually made a really good point that I didn't even consider, is the fact that they are probably going to make sequels to this.
I think it'll do well. I really do. I think Ryan Reynolds is a good draw, even if he's not being pretty boy Ryan Reynolds. He's a lot of people like him. I think there's a market for an R-rated superhero, even though people are like really wary of it. But we have so many of like the lighter ones.
The last time we did one was what, Watchmen? That the last R-rated
Watchmen's like a
superhero
really
thing?
weird example because it was like, I don't know, because it's not really as much of a superhero movie. It's
not,
hard
but
to
like
describe.
the closest thing to getting a superhero movie that's R-rated was
yeah,
what,
no, I'd
Watchmen?
agree with that.
was,
Like a
the last
serious
thing.
take on one.
Yeah.
No, this is gonna be. I think it'll do well. I think there's a lot of people. There's a lot of. I don't know how else to put it. Besides, there's a lot of groundswell around Deadpool, like on the internet and stuff. People just like Deadpool.
Everyone likes Deadpool.
I don't really know why. Like I like him, but like the internet loves him.
People just,
They love.
they enjoy,
internet
like,
loves
the goofy side
jokesters.
of
He's
him.
just goofy and
They like chimichangas.
and they
that's
like
all. There has to be at least one chimichangas thing.
they like the one that shows up at the cons all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's like the big reason why the internet loves Deadpool. I'm pretty sure that guy's responsible, whoever he is.
Oh, one thing. Yeah, speaking of cons, I really like the outfit. I like his outfit.
Oh yeah.
It looks super solid. It's exactly what I wanted to. Like, it's a little more combat ready than like the red spandex.
Definitely more combat ready.
But it's solid. It's got red in it. It has the eyes. I think they're gonna animate the eyes. I've talked to you about this. I think about Spider-Man. How I hate. Did I not?
I don't think so.
I hate that they don't just animate his eyes. I think they should CG the eyes
For Spider-Man?
for Spider-Man every time. They should have done that from the get-go. It looks weird.
You know what?
That he doesn't move his face, and because the reason
have
it
a good
works
point.
is because in comics and in cartoons, his eyes move, and it looks way better.
Right.
And
But
I
I
think
mean-
they're doing that.
When Spider-Man first came out, they weren't even like. They were hardly CGIing him, weren't they? Wasn't he like? A lot of those scenes were shot
like
with
the original one was like very, not live action,
like prop
practical,
based and stuff, wasn't it?
But the second one there's a lot of CGI in the second one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
yeah.
they like, but you can't do that once you start. You can't.
Yeah.
That's the difference. But like, I think Amazing, his eyes should have moved.
Should have. Yeah, you're right.
Stuff like that. Like, I want, if they're gonna wear a mask, I'm fine with it. It's like that one thing where I'm fine with it breaking the verisimilitude of the world of like realism, because it means you can be more emotive. Because eyes are such a big part of acting, and it's hard to create that if you wear a mask.
It is.
I never really paid attention to that kind of stuff. Like, I just watched the movies.
Well, I guess I guess like the thing is, if you've seen enough cartoons like
Yeah.
of Spider-Man and like any guy with like a mask all the time, you will notice it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But I did watch the cartoons. I never really paid attention, though.
It doesn't
but,
happen in
then
the
again,
90s.
I was still,
It
like,
doesn't happen
yeah.
in the 90s one. If you're
Right.
talking about Spider-Man, it doesn't. He doesn't do it in the 90s.
Right.
But he does it in like almost
the other
every
ones he does it,
iteration.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's like his eyes will get big, like the white like basically takes up all the area.
Yeah.
And then goes back.
Right.
Stuff like that.
There's a lot of expression
Like
in
his
those.
eye-
But
like
the
the
90s
cock
one?
his
No.
eyebrows, like the way they use the mask is really impressive. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's moving on. Oh, we should probably talk about our weeks. I guess we haven't really talked about them, have we?
Oh, yeah.
Not really.
It's been a
Yeah.
couple weeks since we've seen each other.
Yeah. What have you been up to, Dominique?
A lot of housework. Like-
Yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing about that. That's part of why we haven't got together.
Yeah,
You've
like
been-
I've been really busy just working around the house, but in my spare time, I decided to go back and play Dragon Age.
Oh, how's that going?
It's
Wait,
rough.
which one? Is it one?
Origins,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
because I'm playing on the console. I have the PC version, but I was like, oh, I want to get into my PlayStation again.
You don't want all that blood, the blood shine.
and I
you know what I'm talking
have,
about.
it's there. It's there
So
on the
much blood.
console.
It's like
I do my cutscenes.
you're
and,
drenched in blood.
my face.
Yeah.
It's just like
No, I don't think it really is that bad in Inquisition, but like Origins, because you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
no.
Your guy will just be drenched in blood.
Yeah.
there's a
Just play
PC
it.
mod specifically for that. It was like, this is just overkill. I want to see my face. Like,
Just let it splash everywhere but my face.
no, it's just,
Well, that's what happens in Bloodborne.
Yeah, but the game's got the word blood in
Yeah.
the title.
And like you're playing, like when you're wearing like the mask
then
in
you-
Bloodborne, you only like get the blood in the area that's exposed and stuff.
Yeah.
but yeah, there's just a lot of bloody cutscenes after fights. Like, I'm a range guy. I wasn't even near you. Why do I have all this blood on me?
Arrow, like blood flashy. I like the idea of like after a big fight, just like well met, and it's like hey, and it's
Yeah.
just covered in blood. Like everything's fine. No one acknowledges it.
You just at a tavern, like, hey, can I get some? I just want to buy some stuff. He's like, oh, sure.
Sure, you don't look like a mass
Yeah,
murderer
you're
at
not
all.
mysterious at all.
Yeah, that's not crazy. So yeah, down at the we've been playing a lot of something. What have we been playing? A lot of two things.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Rocket League
We're getting good.
and a lot of.
Are you guys really?
We're actually, I think we're getting good.
We're getting decent.
Arnold and I have been taking it doubles ranked. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good.
Let's see, and then we've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm.
I've been playing a lot of Heroes. You've been playing a solid amount.
Yeah.
I've been playing too much. Altogether too much.
Are you hooked?
I caught up to Demetrius pretty quick. He's like 2 levels above me now.
Yeah.
He's
I
like
only
level
play when you
29.
guys.
So you're hooked.
Yeah.
I'm a little hooked.
So you're hooked.
A little hooked.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, it's basically it's a Blizzard MOBA. It's what it is. But it's more accessible. There's no last hitting. There's no gold shop.
There's no last hitting.
No last hitting.
That
Group
you know how much easier that
group
makes
experience.
every game?
Group experience.
It is group experience.
Oh, everyone levels up at the same time. It's better than you think.
Yeah?
Shut up.
I don't know how I feel about
it
that.
works.
I'd have to see it. I'd have to play it to understand
It's
how it works.
you
But
can
it works?
still swing a match.
Yeah.
Because it's like the thing about it is because it's group experience, when you swing, everybody swings. So it's fine.
Okay, I
but
guess
there's a lot of
that's-
mechanics around the map that will help the other team make a comeback.
Hmm.
It's more balanced than like the problem I have with Dota and League is like a match can be won in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Not always. It's like that
More
can
so with
happen.
League than Dota, I would say. But
Dota's better at it. I agree.
Yeah.
Heroes, you can get a sizable lead, like 3 or 4 levels, and usually a game ends around 18 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not near as bad. You can still make a comeback.
Yep. What's also interesting about Heroes of the Storm, like it's very much more targeted towards a casual audience.
It is.
And
it is. I'll admit that.
and like you look at like the difference between like a more experienced player and like a more novice player.
The margin is different.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
it's
very
less.
noticeable.
Okay.
It's not bad. Like you can still do well if you have a team of good players, you will win.
It's also very much objective based.
Yes.
game.
There's a lot of secondary objectives, like go collect these things to get these like golems, or go, like there's merc camps and stuff still, like so you can go get like siege giants and stuff, like Warcraft stuff, like so
Right.
you can go get them to help you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Some of the objectives aren't very fun.
Like what's the one we don't like?
We don't like.
I'm okay with tribute. I'm becoming more okay with tribute.
What's tribute?
Basically, like you have to go gather tributes to like get a curse on the other team, so like their towers stop shooting and all their minions are one hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that.
And then we had a lot of trouble with Haunted Mines for a while.
We're getting better.
But we're
at
getting
Haunted
better
Mines.
at it.
Basically,
What is this one?
Haunted Mines is an area where you. Oh God.
This is a map? Or
Yeah, it's a map.
Do you know She has like garden terrors. She has like garden golems. I forget her name. She's like a lady. She's like I forget her name. She's from Warcraft, I believe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, what happens is in Haunted Mines is you go, the mines open up, right? You go inside the mines and then you start
we should
killing.
start with this.
Yeah.
It is It's just a 3-lane map up top, right?
Okay.
So it's pretty normal up top. Mm-hmm. But then you go into the mines and
You go in the mines. You kill these zombie miner people.
zombie miners. Yes.
Yep. You kill these zombie miners, and then you collect these skulls. They were skulls, right?
They're just skulls.
Yeah, they're just skulls. And so you're going, and then you also fight like this golem thing too. He drops skulls also.
Yeah.
And you're collecting more. You're trying to collect more skulls than the enemy team, and then both teams can spawn up a golem.
Yeah.
But like the more skulls you collect, the stronger yours is.
Yeah, there's 100 each time in the mines. Whenever the mines are like, the mines are open now. Mm-hmm. There's 100 skulls down there
Right.
between all the miners and between the golem who drops more. And the goal, we were just bad at
were
getting
really
into the
bad at
mines because we would just lose. Like we would either be separated when we went down there and we get picked off, or like we would
go
just
in-
lose at the goal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
What will also happen is like we'll go in like sometimes go in like a little bit earlier than the enemy team, and we're killing these things off.
And
our
then the
health's
enemy
already
team
low.
shows up.
They show up and then they kill us off because our health's
Like
already
we're all
low.
at the golem. We're fighting the golem, right? It's like a little
Right.
mini boss.
And then they just swarm in and just start killing us.
And we're dumb. And we don't know what to do.
That's-
We panic.
That's a league like mechanic.
Yeah.
When
just you
people
just
are
wait-
fighting
wait
like
for them to
Baron
show
and
up.
Dragon, it's like, oh, they're weak. Let's just go in there and clean up.
Yeah, and we've gotten better at like avoiding that.
The one I think we hate the most is probably the Garden Terror one. Not that we have like trouble with it, but like we don't really like it that much.
Yeah, it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
It's basically you just go gather seeds,
Yeah.
and then like a garden terror grows up back at your base, and then someone takes over, puts on like a garden terror suit, like a big golem suit,
Okay.
and they
Yeah.
can just go like there's a few of those. Like
I don't like the
Dragon
Garden
Shrine.
Terror one, and then I don't like the spider one.
I like the spider one. Where you
What's
have to
the
go-
spider one?
You go so like you're fighting, you got like a little 3-lane place, and then like there's these little spiders that spawn with your minions, so like the little minion spiders,
Sure.
and you kill the spiders and you get their gems, and you go. There's 2 spots in between the mid, like top mid, and then there's like these 2 spots in between all the lanes where you can turn in these gems from the spiders, and after a certain amount, big web weavers will just spawn in front of basically where your creeps are at the time, and they'll start attacking each lane, like one in each lane. And the cool part about that map is like you have to go turn in those gems at some point. It takes a while to turn them in, and that's where you usually get like surrounded and like ganked or whatever. Ganked is the term, where like they all show up and kill you.
Yeah.
You're like, and then you drop your gems, and they can't pick up your gems, but you still disappear. And so you just lose you could lose like 10, 15 gems out of like 50 or 60, and that's like really bad. It just is.
I do like the Dragon Knight one just because he's funny.
Oh, the dragon's awesome. So like the Dragonshire is basically like there's 2 like on the opposite ends of the map. There's like 2 shrines, and they basically like you control the shrine. They shoot a laser into the middle, and in the middle lane there's like this place where you can get into like a Dragon Knight spawns. You get in the Dragon Knight, and he's just like, I'm gonna kill everybody, and he like
And just starts
swinging,
and then you can charge at a person
yeah.
and kick them,
And he
and they'll
boots them.
fly.
flies away from the, and that's hilarious.
Yeah, that one's funny.
I think that's what makes it work as its own thing. Is those secondary objectives.
Yeah.
I think the hero balance is okay. I think it's it's solid.
You said they had heroes from like all Blizzard games, right?
Yep.
You got Warcraft, you
You
got
got Diablo, you
yeah.
got StarCraft. They
Do
even
they
have Lost
show
Viking.
favoritism for certain?
Warcraft
characters?
a little bit.
I
I think
thought
they're
so.
working on it though.
figured
Like
it.
they're pushing Diablo a little bit
Because
right now.
Heroes of the Storm originally was a Warcraft game, right? Like, kind
I
of
don't
has the same
think
mechanics.
it's based off of the StarCraft engine, but I mean Warcraft 3 is Dota now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
So it's like they're going back to the same thing. So
Yeah.
It's only natural that Warcraft is a little.
Yeah, it's a
better
little
to-
favored.
Right.
Right now, like they've had like for the past couple months, apparently they've been doing a Diablo push, and they're ending that with a monk.
Because they're supposed to be doing something new for Diablo pretty soon, aren't they?
Are they?
I think
I'd
they
have
might
to look.
be.
No, the
Uh,
StarCraft is the one that's getting Legacy of the Void. I don't
There's
know.
that.
I don't know what Diablo is getting.
I think there was a hint. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I think there was some hinting at it.
Oh, like an expansion. That'd be cool. But yeah, no, it's been a solid game. I put in a lot more time. It's free to play, but it's pretty forgiving. It's kind of like Hearthstone level of like I feel like I can do stuff enough and actually get packs and in heroes you get enough coins you can buy heroes and it works.
Although some people do
Okay, so
still
you
try to
do-
play it like League.
You do purchase heroes,
Yes,
but it's not like pay to win or anything.
It's
right?
not. I mean, there's different tiers of heroes, like more expensive ones.
They will also give you some heroes for
Do
free
they
for
do
a period
theirs
of time.
by skill or by
there's-
who's the newest? Because in
Newest.
League, it's
Newest.
the newer ones are the more expensive ones, which is only natural.
I believe it's newest.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like for instance, like Jaina and Sylvanas are more recent. They're 10K.
Yeah.
They're just now getting
Leor.
Sylvanas?
Yeah, I mean Sylvanas.
Wow. I would have expected her to be like one of the starters for heroes, honestly.
No, she came in. She came in around like when the beta, like end of the beta. I mean,
Really?
no, not end of the beta. Basically, like the beginning of the beta
Oh,
part
okay.
or something like that. She's actually a different. So we won't stay on heroes too much
Yeah.
longer. There's warriors, supports,
Specialists.
assassins, and specialists. I don't think they don't
What are
have specialists.
Specialists
See-
are more like sieging characters.
And Sylvanas is a specialist.
They just take towers.
They take
Well,
towers.
they don't
take
necessarily
forts.
just like
That's kind of their job,
specialists are kind of like sometimes they can play as an assassin if you need them as an assassin.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they're going to be
still
doing a lot of sieging.
they're also squishy.
They
They're
do
super
their
squishy.
But these specialists, they kind of do their own thing though. Like
They-
you can
they
leave
can-
them to do
they
their
solo.
own thing.
They can solo lane.
We don't call it that in League. You
Call it a
basically just
carry?
called a split pusher. And split pushing in a game is basically because each team has 5 players, right? And it's usually like 1, 2, 1, and then a jungler. When you have a split pusher, it's like, okay, these 3 or 4 can group together and take other objectives, but this other person is strong enough to take towers
Yeah.
and get away on their own.
Yeah.
And if they need to do one-on-ones or one-on-twos,
They can do okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Sylvanas.
Okay.
Her ability, something it's kind of I think she's balanced in that she's kind of crap in team fights, but her ability is really good. Her trait, like her innate trait, when she shoots a tower and or minion, it stuns them for a second.
Oh.
So you just chain it. Like any ability or attack will stun things.
Right.
Not heroes, but like, say like a group of minions comes, she can throw a dagger and it bounces all the way through them. So it's like and they're all stunned for a second.
Okay.
But she's kind of crap in team fights. In her escape, which is like it's called a wailing fire. She like sends out like a cone, and then after like a second, you press E again and you teleport to the end of the cone, which is cool. But it's a little slow, and she loses against assassins really hard. She like unless you're like really on top of your game, you're probably gonna die.
That's fair.
But yeah, no, we're having a lot of fun with it. Demothy's been using
I use Nazeebo and I use Vala.
who are the Witch Doctor and Demon Hunter from Diablo. So he's having a lot of fun with those.
Yeah. Nazeebo's just funny.
Nazeebo's awesome.
Yeah, he's the first time I played Nazeebo was
Oh god.
it was hilarious.
Yeah, like we were playing against bots, but it was still
Yeah.
funny. He like destroyed them. He had like 100-something thousand siege damage, which is like hilarious.
My hero damage was pretty high too.
Your
that
hero
time.
damage is high.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like a lot of the specialists are really steamrolly characters. They do really well late game, but like early game they're like really squishy and they don't always get to do that much.
Yeah. That
So,
sounds about
that's
right.
how they balance it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, that was fun. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Have you been watching anything?
No.
Have you guys watched anything besides Dragon Ball Super? We talked about that.
I got back into Gangsta.
Oh, you've been watching Gangsta?
Yeah.
Oh, I still haven't
No?
caught up.
I haven't even touched it.
yeah.
I'm
I
not
like
gonna
it.
lie.
I'm on episode 2.
Like I like it.
Are you caught up on
I was
Gakugarashi?
stuck on 2 for the longest time. Then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, it's time to get back in there.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on 2. I am caught up on Gakugarashi.
So you watched the episode from yesterday?
yeah.
Yeah, see, that was... I'm a little frustrated. They cut out... Like, you know how... Okay, it's not really that much of a spoiler. You know how Kurumi, the shovel girl,
Yeah.
mentions that, like, when the people were in the room and they were attacked from the inside,
Yeah.
that's where the two girls come from. Miki and her friend.
Yeah.
They got out of that. They left that out.
Yeah.
Which kind of bugs me. That was the one thing I'm
Yeah,
like, that's
because like it was just there out of like nowhere.
that's the one omission.
Yeah.
It's like you have to piece that together that's where Miki and her friend went afterwards.
Yeah.
Which I felt like is a little. That's the one omission so far from the series that I'm like,
Yeah.
but I'm like I've really liked it so far. I have noticed the animation's kind of bland. It's not really there.
Yeah, a little bit.
But that's about it. That's the only problem I've really had with it. I like the characters and I still like the story.
Yeah. I am enjoying. I'm enjoying School Live a lot. It's fun to watch. It's interesting. The characters are interesting.
It's apparently School Live.
School
by the way.
Live?
Yeah. Well, you get School Living Club. So.
Yeah. But it, like you think live though.
No, I think that's the joke.
Yeah.
It's like you're like, oh, School Live, and it's like, no,
School Live.
School Live.
But yeah, it's an interesting show to watch. The characters are interesting, and then the whole like psychological aspect of it is just an interesting part.
Yeah,
of it.
it delves into it further you go.
Yeah.
I'm caught up in the manga.
And then the opening
It keeps getting more.
Yeah,
like
it keeps
you noticed
getting,
it, right?
Yeah, they
Like,
keep
there's
adding more and more to
clips,
the opening each episode.
where it's like getting a little bit more creepy, a little bit more zombified.
Yeah.
Like there's more clips. Like if you see the first episode where it's like really cute, it's like the song stays the same. That's why it's funny. But then there's like adding more.
The pictures.
Like keep getting darker and darker and more zombies
yeah.
keep showing up. It's really funny. And like they just like even in parts where it's not like just a clip, it'll be like the zombies will just be in the background. You're just like, why are they there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm enjoying that a lot. It's gotten so popular.
Yeah, I noticed
It's gotten
that. Like
really,
internet
really
fucking-
popular.
That and the Shimaseka. Shimaseka's getting popular with my friends.
I'm still behind on that.
I need to watch it.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
need to
even
catch
touched
up on it.
That's the
The
dirty language one?
yes.
Yeah.
Apparently our friends all like it, which I find
Yeah.
funny. They're like all latching onto it.
Yeah, everyone's actually just calling it Shimonetta.
I watched
Oh,
the
is that
first
what it's
episode. It was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first episode. I still need to catch up.
Not really
I'm not
getting
caught
into
up.
it, though.
I also need to catch
Apparently
up on
it gets
Prison
better.
School. I'm a little behind on
I still
Prison
need to
School.
watch Prison School. I haven't even touched it.
I haven't touched it.
I haven't touched that and I haven't touched Shimonetta.
Right. Yeah, those are two I need to catch up on.
You finally got back. You finally got into Non Brewery.
Yeah, I'm caught up. I'm caught up now. Oh, it's so
not.
good. Oh,
You like
it's so
how they're
cute.
doing it, though, right?
Oh,
it's the same
so
year,
good.
but it's so
the same
different.
year.
I watched that first episode we watched together, and then I stopped.
Was that rain episode just not great, though?
What?
That last one, the rain. And they go back to the candy store.
Yeah. No, because my favorite character is Candy Shop Girl.
Yeah,
She's my favorite
I love
character.
her. And I like her relationship with Renchon.
Yeah. Oh my god. They're all like, like that show's just so cute. It's just a cute show. All the characters are fun, and you don't like. It's just you just turn off your brain for a little bit and you watch watch the girls. They're just doing a thing. It doesn't matter. I really I think I'm gonna I'll probably end up doing a review on repeat. I think the reason I love the show so much, and I realized I could distill it into this, is following Renchon around. She perfectly encapsulates childhood.
Yeah.
She's the perfect childhood character. Every like it's not all happy. You learn life lessons like in when they had the little tadpoles.
Yeah. Oh.
They die and she has to deal with death, and you see her like draw like a little crying face in her journal. But I'm like, it's very smart how they handle it. Mm-hmm. She doesn't dwell on it too long. But I think my favorite line of that episode was we can go get more tadpoles if you want. She's like, no, I don't want to. I don't want them to die.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. But like she gets over it, and they like and she learns about like life is a cycle because they find the eggs and stuff like that. I was like, okay. This is a really solid show for that reason. I think Renchon, they write her really well.
I think they're all pretty age appropriate. Like,
Yes, I think
they act their age.
They all do act their age,
Yeah.
which is really funny. Like seeing like the difference between a 5th grade girl to a 7th grade girl to like a little kid is really funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're written well. And
I can't prove this, but I feel like the older brother is more prominent this season.
my favorite one was right
The
after
roller game,
the
right?
tadpole scene. Oh, the roller game was funny. The tadpole scene were like, oh, it's so good. Natsumi, the redhead girl,
Yeah.
tells her about the eggs, and you see the angle where Ren's looking at her, and the brother's in the background, but then it cuts to the other angle, and he's out of the shot because he's far away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's so funny, because he's like smiling in the background, and then he goes
Yeah.
away. And it's so
He's
funny.
He's an onlooker.
He's there for the
And
moments,
it's-
but he's not really there.
He's the best
It's so
onlooker.
good.
Like, he's the oldest, more mature one, and he's looking at them like, oh, I'm so proud of
We
you
need to
guys.
show you
Like,
the pen and ruler game after this.
you have to see the ruler.
That
we have to
little
take you
scene.
back to the first season so you can see when the mom catches them like creeping while she's talking to Natsumi.
Oh,
She's like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
hear you guys back there, and
Oh
he just
my
like
God.
shoots off.
Yeah, no, like the brother's like a really funny character. Like, does he have a name? Did they ever actually
No,
say his name?
he doesn't have a name.
Because they all just call him like Nason. Like,
He's Nichan.
Yeah, he's Nichan. They'll call him Nichan.
Doesn't have a name. Doesn't have a voice.
Like the other girls call him Nichan.
Right.
They call him
Everyone
older
does.
brother.
It's just-
Older brother Kun.
It's like Darling Kun.
Darling Kun. Oh yeah, I need
yeah,
to watch
Monster
the next
Musume.
episode of that.
Oh yeah, I need
got
to watch
to-
the most recent one too.
Oh, so you caught up.
I got
Okay.
to the what is she? I don't even know what she is.
Which one?
The Jello
Slime
Goo Girl? I just call her
Goo
Goo
Girl. Yeah.
I call her Slime Girl.
Well, she's kind of a slime. That makes her sound like an RPG anime.
I know.
She does look
She does look
one-
like a
yeah,
little
she
slime
looks-
jelly though.
Yeah,
No, she
sometimes
does.
she does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
does.
it's funny.
I agree.
Yeah, Already my favorite character.
Awesome. Yeah, well, awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think we're probably going to move on to the main event. You want to take a quick break first, though?
Yeah, let's take a quick break, and when we get back,
We can talk about
Gamescom has happened this
Gamescom.
week, so
Yep.
yeah, let's do that. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Next Gen Nation podcast.
Hey.
Yo.
Let's get back into it.
Burn, burn, burn.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back into Gamescom.
This week, Gamescom started, and it's supposed to be continuing throughout the weekend, right? Till like Sunday.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But what is this? Day 3.
yeah.
Day 3.
Yeah, we're right in the thick of it.
As
Yeah.
of this recording.
In the thick of it.
And so far, what do you think, Timothy?
I mean, it's some of the stuff that they're showing have been really cool so far. I do want to see like more of the other stuff that's coming. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like the stuff so far that we've seen has been pretty cool, pretty neat.
What's been your favorite thing so far?
I'm not entirely sure what my favorite right now is. Worms though.
Worms. There you go.
That's what I'm most hyped for. Worms.
I don't like the Crackdown III. There's worms.
Yep. Worms.
I personally wanted to ask you what you thought about Need for Speed.
The
I
live
missed
action
Need for
one.
Speed.
The Need for Speed live action one.
It looks very live action.
Oh, I know.
to me.
Okay, I do know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done that already.
They've done it before. I
They've done
feel
it
like
before.
what was it? Most Wanted. They did that.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
The one I put way too much time into.
I played a lot of Most Wanted.
That's
and
where I also gained my love for the Supra.
Oh.
Because that was the car I
The
used.
Supra is a cool car.
It is a
It's a
cool
cool
car.
car. It's a very cool
That was the
car.
one I used in Most Wanted.
But yeah, it looks so real.
The graphics,
Like
man.
it goes from live.
Those graphics,
It goes from
though.
live action to what I assume is actual gameplay footage.
Yeah.
The
But
racing
I
portion.
can't tell.
Yeah.
No,
those
it's
cars
getting,
look
like
real.
racing games are getting there.
Yeah. this
Because
is-
like all they're doing, all they're doing is like streaming.
Yeah, they
one
don't
track.
need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't need to like make an entire like world,
really
because
smart.
yeah, like every time you're racing, it's in like its own like separate thing, and so they're able to push the graphics. Like,
Well,
really.
is it open? Isn't it open world?
Is it open world?
I thought this one was
I think it
supposed to
is.
be.
But like
the most
usually,
wanted ones and like those
Yeah.
tend to be open world.
Yeah.
but usually when you get into a race, it takes you to like another area.
Oh, I agree. But
Yeah.
like, how do you? Yeah, but it's still like pretty good looking.
Yeah.
No, it's fantastic.
Just saying.
But yeah, like it looks cool. It looks neat.
I'll admit I did not see that. I haven't
No.
seen the Need for. I'd seen earlier stuff of it. Though.
Yeah, but even before, like you saw the screenshot that they've been
Yes.
doing, right?
Yes, I've seen
Comparing the
earlier
real, like scenery to
It's-
the ones they made.
No,
like,
it's crazy. It's getting there.
it's-
Yeah,
Wow.
it's cool. It's really cool. It's really interesting. I do want to see more of it. Like down the road. Like the actual racing portions of it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm interested in it too.
What
What was your favorite? What's your favorite thing so far? you think?
I mean, Quantum Break looks really cool. Like cinematically, it's really neat. What else? Homefront looks cool.
What do you think? Okay, have you seen anything for Quantum Break, Dominique?
No, I have not seen Quantum Break.
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
Okay, so breaking it down. Quantum Break is an Xbox One exclusive from Remedy, the people that made Alan Wake, and the people that
Oh,
made the
okay.
first
I
two
know what
Max
that
Payne
is.
games.
Yeah.
The first two what?
Max Payne.
I love those.
Yeah, the first two. Yep.
Wow.
I felt like that was like weirdly artificial hype.
No,
But
I remember that.
they're making a show/game. Stay with me.
Yeah.
Basically the game influences the show and changes the show episodes, and then like you go back into the game, and it's starring Sean Ashmore, who was Iceman from X-Men. That kid.
Oh, okay.
He's the star of it.
Okay.
And it's basically all about like time powers and stuff. Like basically like someone built like a time machine and it blew up, and all of a sudden time's getting screwed up.
Quantum Break.
You know, we gotta fix the time body. We gotta fix it. Like that's what they're in. But it's cool because like the show influences. I mean, the game influences how the episodes go and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that's how they're doing it. That's how
That
they're
sounds
marketing.
interesting.
So there's like a live action portion to go with it, which is very interesting. It's a
Yeah.
very interesting approach. I want to see something along the lines of like how my choices will affect it.
That sounds like
Like,
a
truly
really
effective.
big budget for something like that.
That's
so I'd have
what
to
I'm
assume
saying.
this is either going to be a very expensive,
Or it's gonna be
huge
weirdly
game, or it's going to be
disappointing.
really short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
make this
that's like
work.
another thing too. Like
Yeah.
how long is this? I could see it being like 5-6 hours.
Yeah, it
I
sounds
really
like it'd
think
be
it's like
really
that,
short.
including the show.
Yeah.
I think it's something like that.
The in-game effects are really cool looking.
Yeah, it's basically like throwing out time singularities, stopping people. Like time will just stop. Like whatever however they're doing like the engine, really impressive.
Yeah,
because like
it's
stuff
a
stops
really good
moving and
looking
starts
game.
moving and stops.
Very cinematic. Watching the footage of it makes me just think back to like just how overpowered like time powers really are.
Time powers are broken.
And then like watching like time people like battle it out and stuff.
Oh, I
is
really
so
like
cool.
like dudes will be like wearing time repellent suits or something. So like everything will be stopped, and then you'll be fighting like two dudes that are wearing these suits, and you're like fighting them. But then like you can still like throw a time singularity at them, and it still pauses. It's like, what is going on? It's so cool.
Yeah,
I have to go back and look at this.
Yes,
it
Quantum
sounds
Break.
interesting.
It was a very cool. It was some really cool footage. Homefront also seemed pretty neat.
I'm super lukewarm on it,
You
but
are?
that's just me. I was lukewarm about the original though,
Right.
Homefront. So I don't know. I'd like to see. I feel like they're rushing. We haven't heard anything about it up until now, and all of a sudden it's like getting pushed,
Right.
which is really weird. But it's just me.
One thing I did wish like we got to see like a little bit more of. You remember that game with the robot that we saw at E3, where they showed like the CG trailer for it, like the robot where like you could switch the core and stuff. So I could
Recore.
Yeah, Recore.
I don't think they have anything to show right now.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, I didn't need like.
You wanted like
wanted-
5 minutes of gameplay.
No, I wanted like information about it. Just information.
They don't
just
do
like-
information at
you just-
Gamescom.
no.
They show trailers.
Gamescom is all about this is what we have.
Yeah,
Just
I
show-
think like
yeah.
Gamescom's turning into like the worldwide
Yeah.
E3. It's like really getting pushed more as like
Yeah.
E3.
Yeah.
Because they're moving away from California. It seems like and moving to Germany.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
What do you think of Rainbow Six? Did you see
Okay.
anything about that?
Okay.
Because I saw.
Okay.
The one thing I saw was the they're doing a spectator mode that only allows one person to spectate.
Well, it doesn't really matter because spectator mode is just for esports.
Yeah.
It's for
I know.
esports.
I just thought that was weird. Like,
Well, no, it's
Why
just it's
mention
like a
it?
processing. I think it's like a processing. Honestly,
why
if you look at the game, it's impressive in terms of destructibility, and that is it. I do like the team dynamic of it, and I like the idea of like not gung ho shoot 'em up. I like that. I like Rainbow Six for it. I love Rainbow Six. The game looks bad
yeah.
from a graphical standpoint. It looks very boring. The textures are very plain.
We just
You
have
can
to.
you can
hope.
tell they're pushing the destructibility because that's what they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell it was ported up, basically. This was originally Rainbow Six Patriots, and basically they threw that in a can, and they're trying to make a new game out of it, and that's why we got Siege.
Let's hope for the best.
Yeah, no, hopefully it turns out well. I'm a little less than hopeful at this point, though.
Yeah.
Just because of that. Because of what I've seen, it seems like it's gotten worse every time, which is really bad. Like it's been downgraded.
But
well.
we did get Metal Gear.
We did get Metal Gear.
New trailer.
Metal Gear.
New trailer.
New trailer. No, it's...
And we all know Metal Gear's trailers.
Oh my
They are
goodness.
mini
Dude,
movies.
Kojima, like, just since he doesn't have the freaking Koji Pro anymore, just go into trailers, dude. Just make trailers. Like you're so good at them.
He's fantastic at them. Like,
Yeah.
I do wonder how he'll deal with the time restrictions though. Like, you tell him, dude, you only have 2 minutes to make a trailer. You can't keep doing this to us.
This is like a 35-minute trailer. This is a 2-hour cutscene trailer.
Why are you telling this story? It is a trailer.
Like, you can't-
You're making the movie now. Okay.
no, it's
But everything, it's just always.
MGO did get delayed though. MGO 3, Metal Gear Online, the online portion has been delayed, and that's disconcerting because there's already so much weirdness going on with Konami, who apparently hates their employees, but that's fine.
Konami is not in the best place right now.
Yeah, I mean they're
It's a
clearly just
lot of
pushing-
exposure.
No, they're pushing their game
going on.
department now.
But Silent Hill Pachinko though.
Oh, jeez.
Is that a thing? Are you serious?
No, the Silent Hill Pachinko. We'll show it to you afterwards.
It was
you
great.
need to see that. Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh my god.
It's as
Oh,
cool as you
jeez.
think.
I was dying watching that. Okay.
But yeah, like the MGF's fucking great. I'm super excited. They recently released footage for PS3 and 360 running at 30, but it looks great.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. The Fox engine is like super flexible. I was impressed.
Fox engine is...
What is that?
I don't know what to say. It's just...
Yeah. This is good.
Step your game up.
It's looking
people.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
anytime he's involved, like Kojima's involved in stuff, it's always...
What do you think he's going to be doing after MGS?
I do not know.
What do you want him to do?
Um,
If you could tell Kojima where to go.
Trailers that lead
Where
that
to
turn
go?
become movies.
Yeah, tell him where to. Well, I mean, what do you want him to do?
I feel like the only people that could handle him would be Square Enix, because they make like similarly length games. Like,
I see what you're saying. That'd be
But
interesting.
I'd want him to...
You could do like a.
I don't know. Oh, God, that's tough.
Anyways.
Because I don't want him to go away. Like,
Yeah.
I'd like for him to...
Do you want him to? I don't
I don't
really
want him to continue Metal Gear, but I'd like for him to make something new.
I don't want him to open his own place. I want him. I don't think he would have the money for it. He needs a place where he can spend money.
No, I don't want him in his own place, but I want him to have his creative freedom. I want people to realize that he makes great things and, back him with the funding that he needs.
That's the thing. I don't think he's a Kickstarter guy. I just don't think
No.
he is. It's like,
I think
I need $5 million.
yeah, I think he needs
Oh, I
too
need another
much for,
$5
like, the
million.
basics.
Oh, I need $10 million. Like, that's what it would be.
Like, so these are my voice actors that I need.
It's like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
Their contracts alone are $500,000.
It's like, okay. Yeah. Do you guys see the Crackdown 3 trailer?
I saw the
The multiplayer trailer,
yeah.
Multiplayer.
where like all the stuff was blowing up.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
yep.
the trailer. That's
That
what we
was
got
so.
right
It
now.
was like, oh, everything's toppling down. It was fun.
Yeah, that is about what happened. I was surprised that we actually saw something for Crackdown.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. I like Crackdown as a concept. I want it to do better. I think they've always been a little bit below, like above Prototype, below Infamous in like where they should be as like a superhero game.
That's fair.
That's about
very
where they
fair.
are. Because Prototype, I think, is still mediocre.
It
But
is. It definitely.
Crackdown had its own niche.
Prototype
It had
was
its idea.
the worst, the lesser Infamous.
Yeah, it was weird.
Sadly.
That was such a weird time.
I believed in it. I wanted it to be great.
But yeah, Crackdown
But it
3,
wasn't.
destructible environments.
Yep.
Like super destructible
Yeah,
environments.
That seems to be the thing right now.
That's the big thing they're pushing. Yeah.
Everyone's pushing destructible environments. Like,
Well, it's cool. It's cool stuff.
I don't want that to detract from the more important elements of a
Yeah.
game, though.
So it's cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there was a. I don't think this was at Gamescom or what? No, it was. A World of Warcraft trailer.
They had their whole World of Warcraft is like Gamescom and BlizzCon. They had a tournament. They had a PvP tournament going on at Gamescom.
Oh, is that what they were doing?
Yeah. They do like a PvP tournament with like different teams or whatever, and then they go into their actual reveal pitch or whatever.
So what did you think of the trailer for Legion? I believe is what it's called, right?
Their trailers are always fantastic. So,
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of things about this that I'm not surprised about, but you also have to be cautious this time around because they made a lot of promises for Warlords of Draenor, and they didn't really do any of that stuff that they said they'd do.
Like what? I don't
really
really know. I'm not educated in the world of
Educated.
I know Warcraft. I don't know the world of Warcraft.
So here's part 3 of the podcast.
You can't just give up on the world of Warcraft.
But they had a PvP world called Ashran. Ashran was like, oh, everyone. Well, for starters, they like queued people in, and you just they didn't queue people in. You couldn't queue for this PvP world.
So you just had to get in when you got in?
You had to commit to doing it. Like a lot of people, when you're doing dungeons or doing PvP, you have a queue time, and while you have that queue time, you'll go do like profession stuff, like go mine ores or like get plants for herbalism and alchemy or whatever.
Yeah, because you're just like, oh, I'm waiting.
Because you got
Yeah.
time, especially
You
if
got
you're like a DPS, you got plenty of time. But no, Ashran, you have to commit to it. Can't go anywhere. You got to go to Ashran. You got to go to the world, the hub,
And you just gotta sit there.
and
you
then
just
when
sit
you're
there.
there,
I imagine like a literal line of like all these dudes. It's like all these dudes in like super intricate armor.
If there
and,
was a
like,
line, you wouldn't even be able
to.
to tell because you don't know how many people are there with you on your side. You don't know when they leave. They didn't replace them when they left, so you'd have like this 10v10 whatever going on, and if your team is losing, half of them would leave.
Wow.
You wouldn't know they're gone.
That's crazy.
And they wouldn't get replaced.
They wouldn't get replaced. Wow.
So it's just...
I want this to be more like a DMV, where like, you're all sitting and waiting, and then they're calling up numbers.
Can
You're
I
in the
get a
wrong
Mr.
line, sir.
Can I get a Mr. Your Mom 420? Your Mom 420. Please come to the line. We are waiting for your blood elf.
But yeah, PvP was actually pretty bad in that sense. It just didn't live up to the hype. All the promises they made, they didn't keep. Garrisons are very hit and miss. And unfortunately for the people they were missed for, you're forced to do it because they made the legendary weapon, well, not a weapon, it was a ring this time, but your legendary item was tied to your garrison. So you had to do your garrison quests and level it up if you wanted to get your legendary ring.
Okay.
And if people didn't like it, they were forced to deal with it, which isn't cool. You should never bring out content that you have to force on somebody.
Well,
it should be good enough that they
wanted
want to do it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that case. That wasn't the case.
That's failed. That's a failed concept. It just is.
Yeah, for this thing, they basically just rode the coattails of raiding, which is something that they've always been stellar at.
Yeah.
Always.
That's what I always hear about when I hear about World of Warcraft.
The only time that their raiding went wrong was Cataclysm, and that was because fighting Deathwing was such a letdown.
Yeah.
Like this huge dragon thing.
Yeah.
You wind up like hitting its talons until they break.
Yep.
And you're basically just
Sounds like Monster Hunter.
you're basically just buying time until the main guys can show up and then blow them up like that. That's what happened. But you don't really fight them. It's not a real. It wasn't raid worthy.
No.
But everything from then on and everything before that, just raiding was their thing, and they stayed true to that. Like the raids are just.
So what's different about Legion? Like what's the deal with it? Because I don't. What's coming with it?
Legion feels like they're just gonna sweep Warlords of Draenor under the rug.
Okay.
And they're not even gonna mention all their mistakes. I imagine they're gonna have to answer some questions on Sunday, because they're doing like a live stream Q&A.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully people ask about that and what they
what's
plan
coming
to
with
fix.
Legion?
But with
Like,
Legion,
yeah.
they're promising that this time they're gonna get dungeons right as far as difficulty and necessity, because they promised them to be tougher this time around, and they weren't.
Okay.
I think the thing I told you they did was they added extra health to them, and they restricted your item level,
Okay.
which isn't,
Yeah, doesn't sound that fun. Like restricting stuff to make something artificially difficult is kind of
yeah,
weird.
it's not even more difficult. It's just it takes longer to kill it because you're not doing as much damage.
Right.
They didn't change any of the mechanics or anything. It's just it wasn't hard.
I saw something about them adding a class or something.
Yes,
What's
they're
that?
adding the Demon Hunter.
Okay, what does the Demon Hunter do?
Demon Hunter is gonna be. This is actually the first time that they're doing a class that only has 2 specs.
Yeah, I saw this.
It's just 1 DPS spec, 1 tank spec.
Okay.
And the Demon Hunter's transformations reflect which spec you're in.
See, we actually know that. We know this bit from Heroes of the Storm. It's called Metamorphosis.
Yes.
We know that because Illidan does it.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is interesting because there's a demonology spec for warlocks that do a metamorphosis type thing as well. So it's kind of interesting to see that I feel like they're gonna have to do something for demonology to make that a spec worth playing.
Yeah.
If they're gonna have the Demon Hunter
Okay.
in existence. So I'm curious to see what that's gonna be like.
Cool.
But right now, from what they showed, it looks like a lot of area of effect that this class is going to be revolved around. Like everything it does.
So it's a very crowd
seems to-
control-y character.
Yeah, everything it does seems to hit multiple, minions, multiple
Whatever
whatever you're
getting hit,
attacking.
whatever's getting hit.
It's going to hit
live
Everything
a
else
bunch
is
of them.
too.
Yeah. Don't need
Which
it.
kind of worries me, because that's not really what you want for DPS.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
it sounds like this build's gonna be more tanky.
It's gonna be
sounds
fan-
like people are gonna be
Yeah, that sounds
going
like
more tanky.
I'm hoping that was just like the tank skills, and that there's going to be something for DPS
Or
where
they're
you
like
can...
flipping around and doing cool stuff or
No,
something.
not necessarily that, but if you're going
Flipping
to
around.
keep those skills, you can trigger some kind of passive effect where
Oh, okay.
it turns it into single target,
Oh, yeah.
and gives you like a little bit more damage or something to make it worth
Targeted, yes.
switching over like back and forth.
All right.
Yeah.
But it looks fun. They have double jump, which is
Yeah, I
That's
heard about that.
interesting.
People are
That's
like,
never
double jump,
happened.
and I'm like, why is this okay?
yeah.
Why do you need it?
No one can double jump.
There's some character action
don't
stuff.
know.
They're like dashing around the air, like
They're like I don't know.
breakdown.
why.
Like dude is like doing stuff.
When you're playing as him, it immediately changes your camera angle to like a character action type of camera angle where you're
It's
running
like, all
around
of a
doing
sudden
crazy
it's
stuff. Music changes and
Triple
everything.
S. What's going on here?
already
It
see-
becomes an action game.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can already see macros where people shout parkour as they double jump.
Wow.
But
Speaking of parkour,
you know what? That is a good segue.
Mirror's Edge.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mirror's Edge Cataclysm.
Which is not related to the original, apparently.
It is
it's
apparently
a reboot.
They're spinning it now as a reboot. They were
And
originally
it's-
not saying that.
Yeah.
Now they're like, yeah, we're kind of just ignoring
So it's
the old.
not really a
Right.
prequel anymore.
just taking away,
It's just
taking stuff that we liked from that, but mostly they're just rebooting it.
yeah.
It was funny when I pulled up the trailer for it. An ad popped up, and it was the same trailer. And then and then like I skip it, and then like it's the same
double
thing. You see the footstep. I'm like, it's the same thing.
So we know we heard you like Mirror's Edge. So here's the Mirror's Edge trailer. What do you watch? Oh, the Mirror's Edge trailer. Cool.
Yep.
Why press replay when you can just watch it
Watch it
again?
twice. Yeah. No, I'm okay. I don't know if you guys realize this. Cataclysm is open world, which I'm really excited
Yes,
for.
it is.
That's I think the most interesting aspect of it is that it's open world. I really like the look of it. It's more shiny. I think the Mirror's Edge 1 has more of like a the aesthetic is very clean, but it's very much like flat. Whereas this is like everything's a little shiny in like it's like a creepy way. It's on purpose. Everything's a little too shiny. But I really like it. I really like how they're having her climb around. I like that a lot of the moves are just her fighting moves are very momentum based.
As they should be.
I like that she doesn't use guns. Some people are a little wary. I think it's fine. There's already enough games where people use guns.
It was what? What was the
so-
argument for the first one? It was like optional or something?
It was optional. You didn't have
But-
to.
That's the thing. People were complaining back when it was optional, saying, "Oh,
Why would she
you're
use
turning
guns?
this into a shooter." It was like, "No, you're turning it into a
To a shooter? Like,
You don't have to use it."
Yeah, you
It's
can
like-
you can just like flip people over and
game's-
just drop the gun and keep going.
Yeah, the game's very beatable without
oh yeah,
picking
it
up a
is.
gun.
It's hard,
so
but it's
if you're
beatable.
calling it a shooter, that's because you're choosing to make it easier for
Yeah,
yourself. So
like the main reason I like that they got rid of that is a lot of the disarm animations, you lost momentum. You just stopped and did it. And it's like, even if you're perfect at executing the combat, you still had to stop and punch a guy. Whereas in this game, it looks like she's like spinning around corners and like, you know, she already did like a wall run into kicks, but like she'll like grab a pole and like spin and like kick a guy,
Yeah,
jump
I
and
like that.
knock a It's like, there's a lot of stuff, and then she keeps going. Like Faith keeps going after that, and it's very interesting. The story so far, they haven't shown a lot, but it just looks solid. I'm really excited for it. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Anyway, just had to get that out there.
Yeah.
Just get my Mirror's Edge.
Did you guys see We Happy Few?
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay for that.
What do you
That
think?
seems like such a Demethy game. That's such a you.
It's I was watching the trailer. I was like, this is the Purge, the video game.
Like, it seems like something. It's very creepy.
Yeah.
But it's like very interesting. I'm worried. Like, I know the only thing I really don't like about it is it seems when you die you just start over kind of. It's like a Minecraft kind of deal
Right.
almost, where it's like you just start over. Again.
Yeah.
Oh, you lose the character.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
something like that. You'll lose your character. So it'll be interesting to see how they balance that.
Didn't they
Yeah.
do that for like Daisy or something?
Yeah, like I think they're kind of going for that
Yeah.
vibe of like these people are more zombies than anything. And it's like you have to get up to like the upper streets and stuff and get to like where the rich people are living.
Yeah. Yeah,
Very
interested
interesting, though.
yeah, I'm interested to see how it turns out. It seems cool.
Yeah.
I might play it.
Beyond that, what else? Scalebound. Did you see that?
I
What
did
did you
not
think
see
of
this.
Scalebound? Yeah, if you didn't see it,
It was
it's platinum based. It's platinum.
it was interesting. It was weird.
Weird. Well, I mean, it's
Weird.
platinum.
Yeah.
But it was like weird for them.
Yeah.
I think the
It didn't look like a platinum game.
that's what I was thinking. It looks
It looked like
Aw.
a brighter FromSoft game.
yeah. No, it does. It's basically like Scalebound. Okay, like
It's like
it's goofy. It is
Yeah.
goofy, which I
Yeah.
like, but it also is like the gameplay I still don't think is quite there. I think they
Yeah,
still gotta,
yeah, it looked a little clunky.
Yeah, smooth it out a little bit. It's a
Yeah.
little clunky, which is weird because it's a platform
Yeah.
game. It's basically like you're this dude. Like you're in like this medieval world
Yeah.
from what we've seen, and then this dude shows up
with like headphones.
wearing he's just a douchey kid basically.
He-
Puts
he's
on
like-
his headphones, and he's got like the headphones that like have like the beats that like they start doing that.
Yeah.
Like I actually like his headphones. They're cool looking. But then like dubstep starts playing.
Yeah.
And you're cutting up like knights.
Knights and stuff. You got
And
like
then you
this
have a dragon
guy.
as your buddy.
What?
But then like it's like blah 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 blah. And,
And
it's,
he's like
it's
part
very-
dragon.
Like imagine if New Dante
Yeah.
showed up in
That's
Dark Souls.
exactly what I went straight to. It was like
New Dante
Demetrius
in Dark
didn't
Souls.
like him. I'm like,
and he's just like, "What's up, guys?" And
Yeah.
he's like kicking people up and like shooting. That's like
Yeah.
that's where this game's at.
yeah.
Sounds
When we were
fun.
watching
It
this,
sounds weird.
when we were watching this, Demetrius was like, I don't really like this guy. I'm like, is it because he reminds you of New Dante? He's like, yeah.
I see. I actually. I'm outing myself. I like New Dante.
Right.
I don't like him as a person. I like him as a character and like what they did with him because he's silly. He's dumb. And
Yeah.
he's like because old Dante's silly, but he like doesn't really fit in
Yeah.
like as a character. Like he just doesn't have like a consistent character. This new dude for Scalebound, like he doesn't look like a cool. Like he doesn't look cool. He looks cool. He doesn't seem cool.
Right.
But that's kind of the point, I think. I don't know.
But yeah, it was interesting. It felt so. It felt like it was
I want to
goofy
see
from
the
Soft.
story of
Yep.
this. Like how, like why is this guy here?
Yeah.
You know.
And then like at the end of the trailer, remember when like the others show up with the dragons too?
Yeah, it was like.
It was like, they were like queuing up like a FromSoft game.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
You should
It's
see the
like
trailer.
it's like How to Train Your Dragon, but like weird.
Platinum's How to Train Your Dragon from software game.
From software game. Like that's what we're looking at.
Oh, it
You'll
was
see this
interesting.
trailer and you'll be like, "Yep, that's what
Yeah.
it looks like."
Yeah, it was
Okay.
weird.
All right.
I want to learn more about it.
Let's see here. Star Wars Battlefront. Got a
Dogfight.
They showed the dogfights. Everyone complaining about space battle. Where's my space battle? Where's dogfights? Dogfights
better.
look super cool.
Dogfights are
and they
better.
look way better than the space battles.
They would be better than space battles. Like,
Because space battles, like the objectives are always so boring and bland.
I
Go
don't
blow
like
up
space
the-
battles.
It's like no escort. Like that first shot, like that was like the money shot for me, where it's like where they fly in and you just see, and it's like, yep, this is Star Wars.
Yep.
This is what Star Wars looks like now. So nope, super excited for that. It's like 10-on-10 dogfight escort mission mode, looking really solid. I will probably spend more time in that than I will in like any other game mode besides like Conquest.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be Conquest and then like dogfighting, Conquest dogfight. That's all I'll do it probably. No, looking forward to that. Actually, I think
Can we take a minute to just talk about Microsoft and our disappointment?
What's our
Our
disappointment?
somewhat disappointment with their heavy dependence on old games.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's wrap it up with that, and we'll probably call it. So
All right,
yeah,
that's
go ahead.
fair.
I want. We were talking about this on the break.
Want me to
I want
start
to
it
hear
up?
what you have to say
All right.
because I think you're right. This is not us bagging on Microsoft. I think you have a point here.
I don't want to bag on them, but it comes out that way because it is a problem. Like it is a problem, and it's like I'm happy to see like Gears of War, their collection.
He's coming with the back, like you're getting the other games,
Yeah.
which I like that they did. That's really cool.
I like that. Like it's cool because they're fun games and like this big rare replay and all that. But it's like you can't just have all these remade games and have no new content. Like that's not what new systems are about. You're supposed to have new content along with them.
Yeah.
And if anything, this is just supposed to be filler
Like
to hold you until the real stuff comes out,
we're
like
getting
what
Halo.
Sony does.
we're getting Halo, and we're getting Tomb Raider for Xbox
You're getting Tomb
for
Raider for a year
before
it gets released.
So that's a weird thing. Like now that we know that, it's a little weird.
But it's like,
That rare replay bundle is great, but
no, it looks like a
You're-
lot of great stuff in there,
your point of
but
it's old though, like it's great, and I really like that they did it, but it does bring to mind the fact that we don't have anything really new coming out for
No.
Xbox.
You don't.
And Sony right now, this year looks bad. This is a bad year for Sony.
Yep.
Not in terms of sales, but in terms of like actual content.
Not a lot.
There's like no exclusives. Like we have like lots of downloadable stuff. Like
Yeah, I feel
Rocket
like
League
the
doing
best
really well.
the best stuff came from indie and downloadable
Yeah,
stuff.
it's all indie stuff.
Yeah.
We have no big AAAs. But Microsoft, what we're looking at here is kind of the same story, but they're doing worse. Just sales-wise. Just console-wise, they're just doing worse.
Yep.
They're doing in both aspects, sales and content. Like even like Sony's remakes come with the promise of something new at least. Like even
Yeah.
with Dishonored.
Yep.
Is Dishonored that should be multi-platform though, right?
Is Dishonored getting a remake?
it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Dishonored is getting a
Yeah.
HD collection
Yeah.
before
Oh.
Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
Not very a collection of
Definitive.
what? oh, because it's
Definitive,
getting
whatever
yeah,
it is.
Dishonored
Because it has the
Definitive
DLC
Edition.
and stuff, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm.
So like all this stuff for Sony is coming with the promise of new content.
What frustrates
Xboxes, not
I
really.
feel like without Gears 1 through 3 coming in the box, they don't have any goodwill coming out of Gamescom really.
No.
You got Crackdown, which looks great. You have Scalebound, which I'm pretty sure is an exclusive. Is Scalebound exclusive? Can you please look that up real quick? Because we have Crackdown, and I think that's about it. It's like, and you have Halo.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little weird because Sony coming down the pipe, they're going to be kicking ass next year, and
They're gonna have
Microsoft is
so
already in the
much.
hole.
Like starting this winter, Sony's gonna be
Yeah,
hitting the ground
no, like
running.
they're coming,
like throughout winter all the way throughout the end of next year.
and it frustrates me. Oh yeah, and Quantum Break, they do have Quantum Break, but we don't really know if Quantum Break's actually going to be ready because you keep delaying because it's a complicated project. You'll see, it's a very complicated project.
Exclusive.
It is exclusive.
Scalebound?
Scalebound exclusive.
Yeah.
So they do have
Platforms,
Scalebound.
Xbox
Okay.
One.
Okay, very cool. Okay, so
And I don't think it's coming for PC either.
okay, but it's just a little weird. I think they're doing better, but I think it's just a little too late. I think they haven't diversified enough. That's what they're trying to do with Scalebound. That's what they're trying to do with Quantum Break.
Yeah.
But they're still going for kind of the same market with Quantum
Why are
Break.
they waiting so long to do it? Like,
It's I don't know.
I mean, I know they have a certain following that they want.
they
You know,
they want
they are the first-person shooter console.
yeah, first person.
At least they
shooter,
were,
third
but now
person
they don't
shooter.
even have that because Call of Duty's gone to the PS4. So
Oh yeah, there you go. We talked about that. Too.
what's happening with
Good
Microsoft?
hands.
Like they are really dropping the ball right now, and it's not looking great, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just it's a little weird.
Because I want them to make it.
Yeah,
Like I want the competition between Sony and Microsoft.
yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna see rest of Gamescom. We'll probably talk about that next week. But right now, I think we're about done with it. I think we're about done with this podcast.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. If you guys want to see any more of our stuff, you can go to our YouTube at Next Gen Nation.
Next-Gen Nation.
Dang it!
If you want to see more of our content, you can go to our website at next-gennation.com. Hit that the subscribe button if you're listening to this on YouTube, and like us on Facebook at Next Gen Nation Group.
I'm gonna get it right one day. One
You
of these
might.
days.
You might.
I can do everything else. Bye, guys.
Bye. Joe's a scrub.
I am Scrub.